Okay, I'm here now with you guys. Good day, everyone. I want to go to the comment section. Welcome. So basically, we're streaming to our YouTube channel. So from the YouTube channel, we're connecting to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So probably if you're dropping comment, I think the network is kind of should I say uh, delaying the s- statistics, or should I say delaying the comments from popping up on time as it should. But we just have to like just kickstart and pick up from there. So good day, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I see your comments. How are you, G? How are you, brother? Genius C Tabora. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's been a while. It's been a while. How you doing, man? I think that should be. I don't know if it's Philippines or Malaysia. I don't know the country you're in, but I hope you're good. Hope you're fine. It's been a while. Ifine Uba, good evening, Rabbi. Greetings, yeah. Kingsley, good evening, Shifuwealth. Yeah, greetings, guys. Greetings, Kingsley. Greetings, Uber. Someone says LP, yeah, 74. I'll be 75. 75. So good evening, Shifuwealth, Richard. Greetings, greetings, everybody. I'm seeing our comments. Mayor and yeah, Chibundu as well. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to those who are afternoon. Good afternoon. And when the Shifu appears, yes, when the Shifu appears, the student prevail. Of course, we prevail. We prevail. Okay, I'm coming. Let's get started. Let's get started for today and see where we could go. How many of us is ready to make some money today? Drop a comment. I want to see your comment. Drop a comment. Type the word money. If you're ready to make some money today, type the word money.
Yeah. Can you hear me, my boss?
Yes, 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 I can. Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you perfectly well. Okay. Yes, so I have a lot of people typing the word money. Okay, fam. I can see our comments. I can see our comments. So we're starting in a moment. In a moment, everyone. So just okay. Okay. Our session was a bit quite impromptu. I just dropped the announcement like an hour, 30 minutes ago. So not planned, but we just want to make money from the markets. We want to make money from the markets. So let's get right at it. Let's get right at it. So basically, we'll talk about the fundamentals. We'll talk about fundamentals. We'll go into technicals, and then we'll touch one, two, three, four coins. And I would looking forward to making sure we share our reports as we profit, as we make gains. First of all, nothing I say should be taken as a financial advisor. Advice, because I'm not a financial advisor, but of course, yes, I'm a certified financial and wealth coach. So a coach is different from an advisor. These are two different things. They are two different careers and two different sectors. So I am a certified financial coach, and wealth coach is different from being a certified financial advisor. That's very important. But however, let's go right on it. And first of all, I believe we understand and we know that when it comes to the crypto markets, the fundamentals is king. When it comes to the crypto space, fundamental remains king. Fundamental is king, and fundamental thrives. Fundamentals is what powers what happens in the markets. Now, in the part of technicals, in the part of technicals, in the part of technicals, okay, okay. Now, in the part of technicals, there is basically, in part of technicals, there is basically what we technicals is basically are trying to predict the emotions of people with chart patterns. So you're trying to look at these chart patterns and the structures on the charts to say, okay, this is what could happen based on the emotions of people at that point in time. Now you're trying to do this ahead of time based on the previous patterns, and you're trying to look at the what happened the previous pattern and how it could replicate itself. Why? Because um, as dynamic as humans are, we are as static as dynamic as we are. You know what? As dynamic as the emotions of a human being is, it is also as static. That's how static it is. So, in the sense of when you look at a person or a bunch of people, there are certain things that could be said about this category of people. You could say that okay, this particular of people are like this. They are in this way, they are in this category. There are people like that. There are people who are in there are various categories. There are people who are okay, let's say in a country like Nigeria, there's a way Nigerians are referred to in the outside the country. Let's say if you're in the US or you're in the UK or you're in any country, there's a demograph. There's a way Nigerians are looked at. There's a way Nigerians are talked about. There's a brand, a perception about Nigerians. Now that could be right, it could be wrong. But whatever they are saying is based on a collective knowledge they have been able to gather. Now, when we look at the charts, we're basically looking at collective patterns of people's emotions, how majority of persons respond to a thing, or majority of people respond to the other. So you're just basically understanding this, and that's just basically what it was about. But now, when I'm talking about fundamentals, we're talking about the things that people are responding to. So the difference between the technical analysis and fundamental analysis, fundamentals is the information, the news that people are responding to, responding to. Technicals is how we think people are going to respond to the fundamentals when it is going to come. So in other words, without fundamentals, there can be no technicals. And without fundamentals, basically the foundations of technical analysis. So when you have this understanding, you begin to know how to literally relate with the crypto market, relate with the financial market, relate with the stock market, and you won't be on the side of trying to see which is superior, because at the end of the day, fundamentals is superior. And because it all boils down to human beings, their perceptions and their emotions. And we've been having a series of fundamentals kicking in the crypto market for a couple of days. And especially few days ago when the market literally like retraced heavily, and there was a lot of sentiment about the crypto markets. Now I think I should check for a post I made to, I think I made that post to the VIP. So let me bring that out, and I think we should begin from there. So let me open the Telegram, and then I'm going to share the Telegram channel for us to be able to see what was stated. So I'm coming. Okay. I think I should be able to do this here now. So probably I'm going to share this now. Okay. Okay. Done. So if you see here, I wrote here, this was on Wednesday. The general crypto sentiment right now is bearish due to two reasons. People are anticipating the BTC unlock, which from many years ago, the GBTC unlock to kick in. People are also expecting the Ethereum unlock, the two most powerful coins and cryptos in the market. Everybody is trying to analyze what people will do when they receive their coins unlocked to them, when we do not even know one person among those who have funds waiting to be unlocked. So just like when people are saying this is what people might do or are going to do, and you don't even know anybody who is among the people who own BTC like 7, 8, how many years ago. That among the people that are going to, you don't know one of them. You don't even have any of them as your friend. You don't know anyone who probably have Ethereum of over 100 to 200 or 300 Ethereum that is locked, that is expecting to unlock. So how will you be able to say that this is what people will do when you don't even know anybody physically that literally has any of these coins holding? So it's all sentiment. So I wrote here, so it's all BS to me, as everyone is just making guesses. This is all basically guesses. There's not like a smart decision here. It's all guesses right now based on what they presume could or could not happen. The macro effect of these fears will definitely make altcoins to bleed, but just maybe BTC and Ethereum to dump more. But I explained something in the CMA session for those who attend the CMA for this month, that the safest long entry is to wait for a breakout and then there will be a retest of the bullish flag for an entry, or to wait to catch in on the possible dips that will happen, or be a coconut head swing trader like myself with a large stop loss. So be ready to be a lot of reds and then it will bounce back. My stand remains as always 28K BTC is coming. And any of the three entry scenarios I explained above will still make you money, just different trading approaches. This was the same fear that was all over the market last year when I said Bitcoin bottom is in and BTC will not break below 15.5K. It's always there whenever I say otherwise. So it is not new. But this is the same fear that made many of you ignore and faded life-changing positions between November and December and even in early January. You ended up catching little profit about 100 to 200% when you should have made 1,000 to 2,000%. And then I think I forwarded this from the palliative platform where the report came. I think after 2 days or so after I posted it or say that on the VIP, which normally I share to the palliative and all that. This was what was stated. This was the report that came from about the deadline for the GBTC unlock and also the deadline for Ethereum. I said, just like I said yesterday, that all these fears being paraded all over by traders and influencers is BS. You can see in less than 24 hours, Ethereum people have shifted their release date, and BTC people are the same thing. These guys are jokers. $27,000 to $33,000 what BTC will come. The only thing is that alt will suffer this battle, but when the moon starts, the party is going to be sweet. So this was stated in some days ago as well. I think March 9th. Now, why am I sharing this? I'm just basically showing you guys the basis of people's. Someone is saying they can't hear me. Is it just the person or others are able to hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, everybody's saying loud and clear. Fantastic, loud and clear. So basically, let's go to what now. First of all, So I think the person who is unable to hear me has issue with his audio, sound, network, whatever it says. So I just wanted to be sure the majority of people are connecting and literally hearing me. Now, basically, so the first thing it's referring to um the fundamentals. Now, these are the major things that are powering what is definitely going to happen in Bitcoin and the retracement we see, the fall in the market we see. But it's all BS. It's all BS because it's all based on. I literally had to explain to us the difference between fundamentals and technicals and which is superior to which and why both of them it's the same needs. It's like most of them is a completion of the markets. You can't both of them tries on each other. So should I say technical is just like should I say the baby of fundamentals trying to is taking it to a different is like gathering fundamentals together, putting it on chart pattern and being able to try to predict people's emotions and basically what they think. Now, based on that, I just showed you guys why I have been bullish despite what was happening. And now these things were shifted to the month of for to April. To April, they were shifted, and possibly they might key in the month of April and begin the unlocks of probably Bitcoin and Ethereum in the month of April. Now, the dip that is to come is basically, I think, not the major dip that is going to come in the market. It's not like the major dip that's going to come in the market in the sense of there's another deadly dip that's going to come in the market that will send people to the village. That will literally send people to the village. You know, if your village is not a fine village, you will not like the sending. But if your village is a fine village, probably you accommodate going back to the village. But crypto will send people to the village this year. It will be very deadly. So you see some people there, there are some influencers right now that are very, very bearish. They're like telling you that BTC is going to go down. It's going up, but they'll keep on telling it to go down. It is they are seeing it go pumping, they will tell you it is going down. And it is going up. It has gone it has gone to 20 something K. They'll still tell you it is going down. That whatever is happening to still go down. Now, the truth is they are also right. They are right. BTC will go down. Not that as down as majority of them saying, like let's say 10K, 11. No, it won't. But it will literally go down. So basically, what is happening is the last stage. I think it's time I should share a bit of my charts for us, and then we'll talk about coins. We'll talk about coins that could literally like make us money. And okay, so I think I should use let me change the chart to I have to change this to pro. Sorry guys. I want to change it to a one chart and not a dual chart. So it's now a one chart. And then let's go to BTC. So this is BTC CME, and I think I want to let me change the template to a clearer template. So this is BTC CME, and this was drawn like I think around the month of January or so. Yeah. So I think I think I also if you check the previous live sessions on our YouTube channel, like the ones we had in sometime in January. Yes, I think in January. In January, the live sessions we had between you might see this drawing that I did in one of the sessions. I can't recall which right now, but I know if you check the previous videos you will see. And where I the session where I talked when I opened the CME and I said this could possibly be the possibility of what could happen. And that was when we were getting this when we're getting this. So I anticipate that okay, this is going to be like the major retracement and then bounce from here, but it only just retraced a bit and then came back to create some level of liquidity, like double top liquidity. Probably liquidity is going to like hunt for later on, and then started falling from here instead of here where I first anticipated. So and this was like the level it was coming to close, and after which I drew this that okay, this should go to this range. Now this is the range where I expect the retracement and the fall of Bitcoin to come from. And now, why do I still expect that fall? Because I expect it to fall like this, and there's I won't also be surprised if it even goes below 17K or so. It might not, but if it decides to go below that, I won't literally be surprised. Why I say that is I remember when the I could remember when the should I say the when the was it the crypto market? Yes, when I was talking about it, when we were entering this year, I talked about what happened in the crypto markets regarding Luna, FTX, and whatnot. It will start happening in the stocks market and the US market. I specifically talked about that, the tech companies. This thing that happened will begin to happen there. And when it begins to happen there, we'll have a ripple effect hitting the markets. And what just happened with Silicon Valley Bank, it's a teaser. It's a teaser of how bad it's going to be within the month of April, May, June, within these 3 months. It's going to get worse because the yes, there's what why you're seeing the market like people are reacting to the fact that there will not be so much increase by the Feds on the hike. Tomorrow is CPI, Thursday is PPI. Now people are reacting to the fact that the hike rate should not be the Fed won't raise it too much because they are in a point whereby the only way they can salvage the situation is by turning on the money printers, print more money, etc. And when it prints more money, what happens? It becomes bullish. The bullish effect goes into market and market pump. And but this is what I believe. I believe that even if the government is to do that, which will literally lead to excessive inflation, and when excessive inflation hits, we are screwed in a bigger proportion all over the world. This is not just about a third world country or a second world country, all over the world. The ripple effect will go all over the world. But this is the thing here. I don't believe that they will just immediately begin to print money. No, there will be sentiment around that. And it will take them more worse for worse things than SVB to happen. Like what happened to Silicon Valley Bank? It will take worse than that to happen again before they might definitely get to. You know, when somebody say that you've got him into the neck, that's basically what will happen in. That is my bias on what will happen to them. So they will not literally just push that button and then help the markets, go whole market get bullish and just start printing money. No, it will take a while before they get to that point. And why they are still contemplating on getting to that point, things will get worse and more bad. So what we are having is just a signal, or let's say it's like a taster. See the way the market just dropped and then boom. So we're having like a taster of what is to come. What is to come. And you have to be able to navigate this and make the most out of it. Make the most out of it. It's not about you know, most times people don't understand that there's a different thing between we've been doing this time and time again. Like if you check the previous live sessions we've had in the last live sessions we've had throughout last day in the bear market, I was literally calling the weeks BTC is going to reverse, when it's going to in I think that's in the mid of last year we had like a run, a bullish run, and I caught each and every one of those levels with the exact dates and the weeks. And you don't know how privileged you are to be receiving this information, because like a friend of mine always say, the best of us are not known here. And now you could literally use this and make the most. Last year, I made a lot of money, so much money last year, despite the bear market where people were crying and a lot of things were happening. I was just increasing, I was eating, enjoying my life, and increasing in weight. I'm adding. It's like I'm having pot belly now, small pot belly. So, and I will soon go on a vacation for, of course. And most of this money will be last year in the bearish market. So this year is a walk in the park. This year is a walk over. All you just have to do is understand these things. Take away from the noise. I always tell you guys to learn how to filter the noise in the market. Filter. This person is saying this, that person is saying this. And if you listen to what I say most times, I try to bring balance between all arguments. Or this person is saying this one is saying this. Nobody's greater than anybody. There's nothing like this person is like the King Kong or this. There's no point for all that. All this is just show off and brag. There's no point for all that. Do you just understand the market and make money out of it? And you see most of the people who listen to what I say and literally copy what I say. You see most of them make result. You see, you hear some of them, their testimonies. You see what they do. They're just making money on a daily basis. And you see me time to time, I post their testimonials once in a while, whenever I recall, post their screenshot. And that is it. Understand that everything people are arguing about is all important in the sense of it all makes sense when you bring it together. Those who are saying the BTC is going to go down, it makes sense. Those who are saying it's going to go up, it makes sense. But the question is when and why. If you can understand the when and why of people's arguments, you can find basis in sense in both of their arguments. And instead of you arguing with any of them or being on anybody's page, you connect both what they are saying and make the most more than what each of them is going to make. So people who are arguing is going to go down and down and down, and when theirs is going up, will not make money, but you will make money. People who are arguing is going to go down, go down, go down, go down. When it's going up, will not make money, but you make money. People saying it's going to go up when it's going down, will not make money, but you will make money, and you will be on the winning side. So this is basically, I'm just giving you the prototype of what will happen. Like, this is not the first time we've talked about what is going to happen in CPI, PPI. I've predicted most of this things time and time and time again. So if you're new here, and you don't know who Shifu is, just go to the YouTube channel and watch the previous YouTube channels. I don't have time to start talking about all that again. But this is basically what is going to happen. Is what is going to happen this year. I'm just telling what will happen this year. I'm not guessing. I'm telling you what will happen this year. This is how they will react. This is how they will react to the market. And what you want to do is, the focus right now is not coins that is going to literally like just give you like that bull run big money. The focus right now is to make as much USDT as possible before the major fall in the market. Because one thing that could happen is we might say that maybe the last week of April, BTC is going to start falling. And you'll be surprised, 2 weeks to that last week, it just starts falling. That is when you know that no matter who gives a prediction, the market is king. The market will just, what will happen, what you said is going to happen, but it will just happen faster than you anticipated. At the same time, it could take longer than anticipated. So whatever it takes, you want to just be on the winning side and the money-making side. And that is why focus, helping you be on the money-making side, so you can literally leverage the money being made and then pack a lot of it. Now, when Bitcoin starts moving up and pumping like this, there are two things that happen. So I basically talk about the fundamentals now. Let's talk about the fundamentals, and then we'll talk about we've talked about the fundamentals. So let's talk a bit about technicals, and I will just give us one of the points I shared with I also shared this on the Telegram, and then we'll go straight to coins. We'll start mentioning coins, a couple of the coins. So how do I open Telegram again? Sorry guys. And okay. For those who are asking questions in the comment section, I'm going to like answer your questions once we're done with the session. Towards the end of the session. So do not worry. I will answer your questions. Okay, fantastic. So I shared this from the Institutional Trading Club to the VIP. I also posted it to the Shifuwealth palliative as well. So this was the charts I talked about, and it's called this was the chart. So that was why my chart was a bit double, because I was looking at the 4 hours time frame, and I was looking from 2020. I'm looking at 2020. What happened in 2020 to what happened in what is going to happen this year. And I think I should just share my screen. Let me share, sorry, my chart. It will be easier for you guys to literally like pick and understand where you should go from. So yes, I think they said hit the like button, and yes, it will help the algorithm of the video, guys. And so hit the like button on those all of you connected on YouTube, and it's okay. Coming. I'm trying to. Okay, I think we can use this. So let me click on the. So this is my charts, and a bit of. I'm gonna use this as a case study to literally show you guys what I'm saying or what I'm talking about. Okay, fantastic. So it will be a bit funny because of how I'm trying to connect both screens. I think I'm going to let me change the layout to this version. Perfect. I think this version is best. This version is best. Okay, this is the best version. And let me do this so we can all see it clearly and perfectly. So, guys, if you look here on the left, this is 2020. And now this is what we call the, should I say, this is the institutional number zone that happens into the heavy bear markets that triggers the position for another bullish round. And in 2020, it was the 11111. There's a time where it was also around 222 for a while too. So like if you check each of the years, there was that period, but we just want to focus on just 2020. This was 3 years ago. And the market ranged in that zone for about 83 days. And it created a CME gap. It got to the resistance, retested that CME gap, and then moved, broke. Once it broke there, the resistance, it retested it and then continued moving upwards and upwards and upward. Now, that is basically, we want to pick from there. The period of time it took to range, number one, the CME gap created, number two, the CME gap being filled, number three, the retests, the breakout and retest of this resistance, number four, and then moved up very well. And this was the same thing I explained when I sent this to the VIP as well. And the institutional trading from the institutional trading club. Now, this was the same thing you explained. Now, based on the same thing you explained, I said the market is ranging and it's been ranging for approximately 51 days right now. And this means that we have an average of about 3 days to 30 more days for this market to make a new all-time high in the short term, 3 to 30 days, based on this sentiment. And number two, this market has created a CME gap already at this level. And two things are going to happen here. It's either it's going to come immediately and retest the CME gap before moving upwards, or if it decides to break the resistance, it will also retest just like it did here. And if you look at the charts, the same pattern that played out here, where it broke here, it did a retest and it's flying. The same thing that just played out here. It broke here, retest, and it's flying. So basically, that's what I was explaining to them in the platform. And I will share, okay, come in. And basically, what I was explaining, I think if I'm to read out what I wrote here, I said 113 was a 2 3 years ago. I explained this metric for us during the CME session of this month. Okay, for those who were in the private mentorship, I said it took average of 80 plus days to finally break out to new highs. In 2023, with the month of February and March is simply the month of 22222, and so far we are 50 days already in this range. It will take 8 to 30 days more to create new highs following this metric. There was a CME gap that was retested, a breakout of the 111 range, and retest before price moved massively 2 years ago. Right now, if BTC decides to retest at the 20k CME gap level, then if you didn't buy, make sure you buy. But if it doesn't, it and go straight to our TP, then it will definitely come back someday between the month of April to June this year. And lastly, it's important to know that this will not lead to the main bullish run. Also, this retracement is not the major dip I am anticipating. Remember when I said to hold when we were to hold February CME, I said that there's going to be a slight retracement, which was in February, but I didn't know it would go this far in the month of March. I think blah 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 blah. Now, it all boils down to saying the same thing of what I'm saying. Like, I'm just reviewing the chart. So if you look at the chart patterns, you look at the fundamentals, they are all pointing out the same thing. They are all pointing out like the same categories, And I think some of the last sessions I told you guys that on the macro, a week of schematics pattern is printing on BTC. And I've said it so many times that when it comes to BTC, the major concept I use in trading BTC is week of schematic, because I believe it is the most powerful method in trading BTC. It is more powerful than any other method out there I have tested. Now, but many people always get it wrong when they try to deal with BTC week of schematics. That's why most times they miss what accumulation, they don't know the difference between accumulation and accumulation, or distribution and redistribution. They try to misalign each of them, and they miss entries or miss their predictions as well. Now, it can't be that confusing for so many persons. But this is it. I said that a macro structure or a macro accumulation structure is printing on Bitcoin. And this printing started from November last year. And because it's on the macro level, they're talking about the weekly right now. It's gonna take months. When week of schematic wants to print on the weekly, it takes months. It takes an average of about 3 to 6 months for that to be done. 3, 6, 7, 8 months for that to be done. And if we're to calculate, we've had like six we have like November, December, January, February, March. This is 5 months. We have April, May, June. So we have like 5, 6, 7, 8. It took about 6 to 8 months for it to fully print. To fully printed. And already this is like the 5th month. And the 5th month already the structure is already printing. And if I'm to start, maybe in the next live session I might do, maybe I decide to now show you guys each of the waves that I began. The first wave 1, the wave 2, the wave 3, and you now know the wave where we are in, or the whatever the window we are in, and how it is going to lead to the next major dip window, and then how it will now begin the bull run in the market. Now, 2 things that are going to happen to people. Number 1 thing that will happen to many people this year is many people are going to be caught with the euphoria of the bullishness, and because they're going to be caught up with that, the market is going to slander them, and they're going to lose so much money. When the market goes really, really bad, they will lose so much money, and to be very terrible, many people will go back to the village. As I repeat, back to the village. And if your village is a good village, you are safe. But if it is not a good village, there are 2 things involved. It's either you go to your father's house, or you go to a shrine to go and work. If you go to your father's house, you're safe. If you go to a shrine, there are 2 things involved. Now, but that's by the way. If you put that aside, then you go to the second thing that's going to happen is people are going to miss out in life-changing gains. You see the thing we're saying that you're waiting for the bull run. It's 2025. It's 2026. Is this? It is here already. It is here already. The bull run is here already. It's here in the sense of the next major dip is going to be your last opportunity to make that 100x, 500x, 10,000. No, 500x is 50,000, right? Yeah, 50,000%. 1,000x is 1,000%. So you see all the Shiba Inu kind of gains people are referring to. Like some of us who got in Shiba at various price and it went high. We got in at Safe Moon and many of those alts in 2021. And there's also we got in. There's some other chain games. Like, there's so many of them. Luna as well. Now, see all those effects we had. That if that opportunity, the opportunity to scoop in will be platted offered to you. And once it's offered to you, what you do with it is your choice. So I believe that if by the time the feds, the US government decides to begin printing new money and engage in quantitative easing, maybe in Q3 or between Q3 and Q4 this year, that will now begin the massive run that will lead into the bull run for 2024. And that time, most of the coins now will start doing crazy X's, crazy X's. So our goal now is to make money short term, have a lot of USDT stocked up and saved, and when the market dips, some of the coins we might have sold off, we will buy them back. You will buy them back and then just position and just reaping. We've been here. If you've been here throughout last year, then you shouldn't miss out in the next round. And my live sessions, my teachings, and these are opportunities to teach you and to show you that this is what you should do to be able to make the most and leverage on this to benefit massively. So now let's talk about coins and then let's go into 1, 2, 3, 4, like so I might mention. Now, when the market begins to move like this, as BTC is moving like this and Ethereum is moving like this, there are two kind of coins that will literally make people money in such state. There are basically two coins that will make people money when Bitcoin begins to pump, as I have predicted, which is already happening already. Two kinds of coins that will make you a lot of money. One, the coins that are moving at the pace of BTC. In other words, as BTC is moving, they are moving. Those coins will literally make you money. These are like the fastest runners. So as BTC is moving, they are moving. These coins are affected by the fundamentals as well. There's a ripple effect of it. Number two is coins that are having basic fundamentals that are yet to play out. So when BTC decides to, let me share my screen for BTC, and then we'll look out for some coins. Let me check the watch list. I have some coins on our watch list. Let me use an example of this coin. The ANKR. Now, I'm just using ANKR as an example. So if you look at BTC, the way it's running so fast, that's the same effect you're having on ANKR. When I mean the same effect is, if you can see my screen, one thing you notice, it's on the right hand on my watch list, there are coins that are like pumping by 2%, some by 3%. But among this watch list, ANKR has the highest percentage rate. So it's running with BTC at the same peak, if not more than BTC, because BTC is about 9-10% or so, and it's around 12%. So it's running at the same peak. So a coin like this now, as long as BTC continues moving up, it will just continue moving up. This is one example, ANKR. So another example is this coin called FRF. So they are literally affected by the ripple effect. The ripple effect is literally affecting it. So another example is FIL. So if you look at FIL, it's up by 11%. The same with ANKR. These two coins now, FIL and ANKR, are having the same ripple effect. So if BTC is going to continue moving up to 28K, they will continue moving up, of course. If BTC is going to like go retest and come down before continue moving up, they will also come down before moving up. So whatever is going to happen to BTC, we just play in them, ripple effect. This is the first category of coins that literally Just do what BTC do. So, do you know what will happen to BTC? Have I told you what will happen to BTC? Similar thing we just play out on this alt. They will just do what their father is doing, like father, like son. Chicken out. So these are Phil, ANKRO. You just I like that. These are like the first category of coins. First category. Phil, ENKR. So if BTC just continues moving, remember tomorrow is CPI and tomorrow is, then there is PPI. There'll be there will be a lot of volatility in those 2 days, of course. Volatility is going to continue tomorrow. There'll be volatility next tomorrow as well, of course. Now, these coins will benefit from its ripple effect. These are like the first category. There are other coins like that which we also definitely benefit from the category. Then the second category are coins that have fundamentals, informations behind it. Fundamental informations behind it. These ones will be superb. Be superb, and literally is where you can maybe a coin like this, maybe a coin like Fuel, a coin like Anchor might be able to give you like a few percentage, some percentage, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100%. And then maybe on futures, you can convert that to like 200%, 300, 400, 500, 1000% around the range. But now the ones that have fundamentals are the ones that can like do like 10x, 5x, like 500%, 1000%, 15x, 20x. They will just boom, 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 because they have solid money. And those ones many a times kicks in when BTC comes to rest. When BTC is coming to rest. In other words, even if BTC is going to like fall down, it will not just start fall down immediately. Of course, it will range and play around and play around and play around and boom, and just in one day, just boom. That's just how it has always been, which we know of. And the more you come to accept that this is how the market is, I know emotions is one of the things, the hardest thing for crypto people. But if you can literally get this right, you will get almost anything right. Now, when it comes to trading, you will not literally be carried away, and it will increase your once your emotional capacity increases, it will increase the result you're gonna make, the money you're gonna make. It will do all that for you. Now, if you're hearing what I'm saying and you're feeling what I'm saying, I want you to type the word I am, I am, I am. I want to type the word I am. If you're hearing what I'm saying or you're feeling what I'm saying, two pairs of people. Some people are hearing, but they're not feeling what I'm saying. Then some people are hearing what I'm saying and they are feeling what I'm saying. So I don't know the category you're in, whether you're in the feeler category or the hearer category. Just drop the word I am. Drop the word I am on the comment section. Let me know. We have amazing human beings here that are with me and following with what I'm saying. I just told us about the fundamentals, I just told us about the technicals, and I just told us about. I think I need to learn how to speak Queen's English. Queen's English. Who is going to teach me how to speak Queen's English? Then we move to what is the next thing I'm to talk about again? Somebody's village people is trying to make me forget what I was saying. But our God does not wear flip flops. Our God does not wear flip flops. So because he doesn't wear flip flops, what does God wear, Seth? He wears Gucci palms. He wears Gucci palms, maybe, or LV, but he doesn't wear flip flops. LV or anyone, I don't know. Now, let's go. So there are basically coins that have fundamentals backing it. This ones now will give you money. This ones will put money in your pockets. And as it gives you money and put money in your pockets, don't be like all those people who are in House of Wealth that they will just make money, keep quiet, and then they will zip their mouths. Once you make money and you're making profit, share your testimony. Share your testimony to the ministry so the ministry will continue moving forward. This is a ministry of money. This is a ministry of money. So you want to share the testimony as usual. You know, in our last session, people actually was doing, people did very funny. But I think a lot of persons started sharing their testimonies and all that also of the money they made from the previous session. So this session, don't do like that. Always share your testimony. Share like if you want to like be conservative of maybe the profits you're making, no wahala. But this is the church of money. The house of wealth is the church of money. Hope you know that you're in the house of money. So in this church of money, what we do, we talk money here, we make money here, we share money testimonies. You understand? So You want to you want to feel that vibes. You want to feel that vibes. And there are coins that have fundamentals backing it. And I'll give us two or three. How many should I give us? Two or three? Two or three. 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 Oh yeah, two or three. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, then there's this coin I'm actually up on. I'm up on this coin. Yeah, I want to show us this coin. Someone say five. Voila. Someone is saying five. Interesting. See, there's this coin. I'm actually up 300% on this coin. I'm up 300% because I got in. But I will show us coins that we do like this, and I will tell you why it will do like that. So I'm not just. I will tell you why it will do like that, like the sentiment why it should do like that. I'm already up 300%, but it might even continue going higher. This coin is like Luna version 2. LQTY is like Luna version 2. There's a coin I actually called for us called LIQD. So LIQD, when I called it, I think that was in February. I called it for us on the live session. That's the 1,000%, $1,000 to $10,000 session, and it did about 500 to about 700%. Now, after that, I started looking out for a coin that is like LIQD that could literally do away. So when I did that research, after I sold off my LIQD, which I called for us, I now saw LQTY, and it's similar to LIQD, like similar whatever, but it is more similar to Luna version 2. When I mean Luna version 2, I'm not referring to the fact that, yes, I know many of us know that Luna went really, really bad, but I'm not even referring to that fact. Many of you who've been following for a while knew that I'm among the first people to call Luna when it was around $1. When I said people should buy Luna, it was around $1. And most of us, by the time people are losing money out of Luna, is when most of us have already made money out of Luna. When people were losing money out of Luna, they made money out of Luna already, because it was early 2021, if I'm not mistaken. I bought in Luna at $1. And I think the post should be there on the result channel. You can see that in House of Wealth result channel. I said that Luna is going to get to as high as $100 per one, but it's a long-term hold, and we're holding this for about a year. And then it started moving up. It moved to 20, 30, 40, $50, and just continue moving like that, moving like that, moving like that. And what we're doing, we're taking our profits, we're just getting taking our profit, taking our profits into 2022, when Luna touched over $100 or so. So by the time Luna was crashing, I was not among people. Like I always tell you guys, by the time everybody's talking about a coin, it's the wrong time. That is the wrong time. But that is when all of you want to jump in. Not all of you. Some of you that village people is still doing chick chick chick. You know that all those village people. When we're talking about village people, we're looking to all those people that like all those, is it what they call them? Is it herbalists? Herbalists that can make people rich, but they can never be rich in their life. They can help people to be rich, but they're never rich. So now, if you're like that, today you're delivered. You're delivered by this ministry of money. Now, looking at that factor, looking at that aspect, when I look at LQTY, I saw similar effects in it, and I decided to buy it in February, and I'm up like 300%. But I haven't sold because I just have this feeling that it's more like a gut feeling that it could literally like um continue. But this is why it's blowing up recently, like it's pumping so hard. I will tell you why it's pumping so hard shortly. I'll tell you. First off, CZ of Binance posted a tweet that he's selling off $1 billion worth of BUSD and converting it into, is it Ethereum and BTC and all that. Now, when people look at LQTY, what do they see in LQTY? What is LQTY all about? When people look at LQTY, what do they see there? What is it all about? That's the first question you would like want to. I'm coming, guys. That's the first question you might want to ask. You might want to ask, what is LQTY? What people are looking at. Now, this is basically like when I say it's like Luna version, the difference between this, it's LQTY basically is like a decentralized stable coin that is stable, a decentralized stable platform that is collateralized by Ethereum. It's collateralized by Ethereum. And now, so they have LUSD. So so it's more like a borrowing protocol. So people can actually, what they do is that you could literally take Ethereum to lend LUSD. And The loan you take is interest free. So you're taking loan without interest. So we're talking about DeFi now. You're taking loan without interest and you're using Ethereum to take this loan. So the loan is interest free and it requires a minimum collateral of about a ratio of 110%. So the weaknesses of Luna is a bit solved here. And the same thing that made people bullish about Luna to rush into Luna is the same thing making people rush into it. So the more people become aware of it, become a bit confident, because now let's say you have one Ethereum. With your one Ethereum, you decide to take it to LQTY platform, you could literally borrow 0.5 you worth of it. Let's say one Ethereum is $3,000. $3,000. You could borrow about since it's collected by 110%, you could borrow about um half of that money. Let's say half of that money, you could borrow $1,500. But and you use your one Ethereum, your one Ethereum still remains one Ethereum, and then you borrow $1,500 USD. You take that $1,500 to do whatever you need to do, trading with the market, and then come back and pay it and collect your one Ethereum back, interest free. This is the future. This is DeFi. This is decentralized finance. Now we're talking about decentralized borrowing, lending and borrowing when it comes to DeFi. That's what I'm talking about. And LQTY solved that. It's Ethereum. So this bullish effect definitely is what is affecting it. And as when people saw the tweet of Binance, they were triggered when they saw the tweet of CZ. And I think one of Binance wallets is between the fourth largest holder of LQTY. Between the fourth to the eighth largest holders of LQTY is Binance. So when people saw that one of the wallets of CZ of Binance is actually among the largest holder of LQTY, people like, okay, then this should be more Safu. They should get in. So these are like bullish sentiments that are literally influencing the price of LQTY to continue going up. And what I did was basically I set up my capital and I'm still having a hood bag of it. I'm literally like holding. 24-hour trading volume is almost the market cap. Almost the market cap. So the TVL is 3 times the market cap. The circulating supply is already the total supply is already almost all in circulation. That's 91%. So let's just assume everything's already circulating. Everything's already circulating. The only thing that can literally affect this platform is one major thing, and that I think is if the market, if there's a hack, just like the hack in Luna, if there's a hack, those kind of things could literally affect it. So and if you check here, I think here the all-time low, not the all-time low. I'm not referring all-time low. And the all-time high is $146. $146, and it's currently around $2.77 or so. So you might want to like research on it yourself, and see if probably it's what's adding to your positions, or you think it is too high. Your own choice. But there's a thing as buy high, sell higher, and there's a thing that's buy low, sell high. There's a thing as sell. So, but these are basically the fundamentals like around this, and these fundamentals is influenced by what happened in BTC regarding CZ's post, and also the fact that Binance holds a large quantity of this, and also the fact that it's offering people opportunity. Like many people are looking for USD, which USD stable coin is safe right now. Which stable coin is safe right now? Basically, what they do, and this is like an opportunity for people not to have stable coin without literally risking all their money in stable coins. So in other words, they have their Ethereum safe. At the same time, they're having the Ethereum safe. They can literally leverage getting stable coins to do any other thing they're doing. So that is it in simple terms. In simple terms. So that is why I got in and I'm up 300%, and I'm still holding my position. I haven't like so I think I sold just my capital, and I'm like still holding and waiting it for probably continue moving up as well. But a few persons, I think there are a few persons I shared it to as well here that are also in profits earlier on as well. But that aside, let's go into more the major ones that I know that are still undervalued, that have not started pumping or moving up very, very well, that are still undervalued. And we'll look into about once. So some people say people are answering various answers. So let's look at those ones. Let's look at those ones. Are we ready for us to look at those ones? One of them is Matic. 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 Okay. And I might not want to do too much explanations. So what you know to do is your choice. Your choice. So this is Matic. And you can see this, you see this arrow here. It's very big. It's from small like this. Once Matic starts pumping, that's how your wallet is going to go. From bottom to the top. It will start moving like this from $1 to $2 to $3. Blow my mind. Or let's say you're longing it, or you decide to long it and use a very good stop loss that will not send you to the village. It will take you to the heavens. So and now the fundamentals behind this is Matic is launching their ZKAM part of their blockchain, and there are basically two major fundamentals that are coming in towards the ending of the month of March. Towards the end of the month of March. So we are literally trying to capitalize on that fundamentals, on that news ahead of time when it gets there. So if BTC decides to settle for a bit before dropping massively, we know, of course, when BTC begins to settle and range, altcoins begins to run. Some coins begin to pump massively. Some begin to go down. Those coins, literally, with those kind of effects, could happen. And when these things happen, you what do we do? What do we do? You want to position ahead of time before it happens. So I believe Matic could be one of those that could happen. And I closed my Matic position already, but I'll be entering a new position maybe tonight. Tonight. But I have a party to attend. So if I attend my party and if I don't get drunk, then I will enter. But if I do, and that means I will wake up tomorrow morning. I hope I get the chance to enter. So this was my first entry. No, I've entered I entered before the market started dipping. I actually entered earlier on. Then market dip, and then I entered here again. Pa! And then I sold that here in profit. And I might enter on that position because I believe this should run like massively. Honestly, I believe this should run like massively. When I mean massive, like massively. So from here to here should be like I don't know how many percentage, but it should run. It should run. It should run. It should run. If it doesn't run, then that means somebody among us that is not supposed to buy this coin has bought it. Chai God, you know those people that once they buy a coin, the coin will never move up. It will never move up. Those people are like the Akan. They are the Akan in our midst. Or they are like the Jonah in our boat. Once they buy that coin, even if everybody buys to normal, until they sell. So if you're like that, please, the coins I'm calling, don't buy. Please don't buy. If you are like that, so it will move up for every other person. Go and settle with the gods of your land, and tell them that they should forgive you and go and perform all the rituals you need to perform. Then buy. Okay. And what are we looking at here? What do we have here? So this is it. This is it. And I'll look for another entry again and long this. But for people who trade sports, you know what to do now. Sports people. You know, should I tell you what to do again? Don't you know what to do? People that like sports, people that say that futures is bad, futures is a disease. Their father created sports for them. Oh yeah, you know what to do. But for the futures family that believe in the future and not at the sport, we don't like sport things. We like future things. Oh, we like future money, future money. We like future things. Future can be very deceptive too. But if you're like that, so you know what to do. You know what to do. So, but basically, what we are trying to look at the fundamentals of what could happen. Hmm? Hmm. So we are praying that the founders are still alive by the ending of this month. So this thing they said they were going to do, they will do it. So if they do it, let the coins just start being bullish for us. Hallelujah. Oh yeah. We've talked about Matic. I will talk about another coin now. Another coin. There's another coin. Another coin. Somebody said, "Wish the way you talk on live chat is how you respond to people in your DM." If you know how many people that are in my DM. Okay, okay, okay. And there's a coin. There's a coin. There's a coin. There's a coin. What's the name of this coin? God, I beg. What's the name again? What's the name? What's the name? What's the name? Okay, I just got it. I just got it. I'm trying to recall. You see, how can old age be doing a young boy? Oh, should be that. Someone said, boss, party hasn't started and you're drunk already. Ah, see life. See life. See life. Cult DAO. Cult DAO. So Cult DAO is having their blockchain launch towards the ending of this month as well. I think the same period with Matic. And definitely when the token is owning like the main nets, test net, it's these are bullish signs that could literally affect this positively and give it some run. And we know Cult DAO is among the coins that's our Papa in the Lord by the name Archbishop Minister Pope Vitalik Buterin, our Papa. Vitalik Buterin. He decided to cash out his bags, cash out his free money, and was just cashing out and cashing out and cashing out. All the coins he was just dumping like dumpation. Sharp guy. And after this cash out, Cutdown is one of the coins that cashed out. He cashed out on Cutdown. And I think it dropped a bit. It had that effect of dropping a bit. And definitely once it's getting to that time, definitely it has the fundamentals attached. So I'm just picking the coins that have the fundamentals attached, and then you literally just like effects running. Then there's this one. This one is literally very hyped. So I've mentioned like is it two now? Matic cut down, right? Matic cut down. I'm coming. What's the name of this coin? Hold on. I need to be sure. I need to be sure. Ah, this is the coin. I I am thinking. I wrote this. Okay. I want to be sure that this is the coin. All these coins can confuse somebody. Can confuse somebody. So I think this is it. This is the coin. It's called Rulio. I think it's also having the same news coming up for it. It's having the same news coming up for it. Yes, I'm correct. This should be. This is the coin that is coming up for it. And somebody is saying one thing, people are saying another thing. You see, can you see that this thing that is tracking me now is already tracking some people? They are saying one thing on the call. They are least they are hearing nothing. And I'm even showing you guys you can see it vividly on the screen with the name, the spelling, and everything. What more do you now want, for Christ's sake? Eh? What more do I do? What more should I say now? That I'm showing you on the screen and I'm calling the name, and you're still typing a different thing. How? Chineke. Hi, somebody said the screen is too far. Don't worry, I will do something now. My screen abacadabra the screen will just come out. Really, ROIO. I think they're also having their chain. Now, if you see, almost everybody wants to do blockchain. This is their blockchain thing. It will just very soon to now cast. Everybody's doing blockchain. Everybody blockchain. It will soon cast one. But before it will cast, we'll make money out of it. Hallelujah. That's what we'll do. We'll make money out of it. Before it will cast, And this is what now it's very important that the screen it's very important that to note. Very important to note. For people who are very serious, life is not too serious. Don't think what I'm saying will make you money. If you mistake that we are laughing now and miss the most important things, it's your village people that is in you. But see, it's important to know what is happening this year is the same thing that happened in 2018, the same thing that happened in 2018 to 2022, 2020, sorry. And because this blockchains came up, we started having these coins came up. When I bought FTM in 2018, and if you have access to our course on the website, the House of Wealth website, either you bought the course or you are in the VIP, because those who are in the VIP have access to this course. You get access to watch this course and learn while you're in the VIP. So if you are in the VIP and you have access to the course, you've watched the video. In one of the videos, I did one of those videos around 2019. In that video, you will see some of my purchases of FTM. In those videos, my purchases of FTM on one of those wallets where I was doing explanation. Now, basically, it came in around this period. Those coins, those are like new protocols. They are new protocols. So, and that is why when people say like not every protocol that has been will do well, because the protocols that did so well in 2017 run, like SVG, Veg did crazy. EUS did crazy. LTC did crazy, but no, LTC, EUS, especially, but EUS, Veg, there's this coin I'm trying to recall. Is it Monero? There's certain coins that did increasingly in 2017, but I know Veg very well because I made so much money from Veg. So majority of these were blockchains, and they came from 2016, like, and 2017. It made a lot of people money, including myself. It made me money. Now the same thing happened, and now the same thing too is what is happening this year. So that's why I say that it will soon cost, in the sense of, but people will literally make money out of this. So these are like fundamentals that if BTC decides to give a settle and Bitcoin wants to start rolling, you could literally have this ripple effect on those coins and this asset. Now, the coin I believe that is going to do like LQTY. The coin I believe is going to do like LQTY is what is it called? I'm calling. I believe it's going to do like LQTY, and I will tell you why. I think I don't know if I wrote down some reasons, and you should not miss it. Don't miss it. It's cowries. Cowries is that coin. It will literally do well, and you can literally buy it on PancakeSwap, because there are a lot of reasons. The only person that will see a coin like this and decide not to buy it is somebody that the village people have told that you will never make it in life. Somebody that poverty have sat down and said, "This is you, I will show you." Those are the people that will not buy this particular coin because it is too undervalued. Very, very, very much undervalued. Very, very much undervalued. And this we do. Now, this is what happened in LQTY. Let me go to LQTY chart. What happened in LQTY was that LQTY was moved up in value a bit, came down, and then started progressing. 5, 10, 5% growth, 10% growth, 15, 20 pop up, and then you just wake up one day, boom, 100%. Wake up another day, boom. What is going to start happening in carries in the next coming 24, 48, 50, 72 hours is that it will start moving like that. From here, you're seeing this coin now. From here to start moving 5%, boom, 10%, boom, 15%, small. Before you know, you just wake up 100%, 200%, 300%. 400%. This was the same thing that happened in MBM in 20. Was it 2021? I called MBM for you guys. I mean, it's 2021. The same thing that happened in MBM. It's definitely what is going to happen in carries. And it's only people who are There are village people I've chasing that will ignore buying a bag of carrots right now because it is too much undervalued. And I think in few days' time, there was an email that was actually sent. I think my team sent a mail which gave a lot of synonyms around it. I'm very bullish. I am very extremely bullish on cars. I told you guys that we're going to get an entry, and the entry is going to be when this token or project is bottom out, and this is definitely bottom out. This is bottom out. There's no like one wage or wheel. There's not like wheels here. So you want to be positioned. You want to be positioned because what is going to affect it? It's crazy. Or you just want to just position yourself. Position yourself. If you buy, you will make money. If you don't buy, you will not make money. Those of us who bought, we will make money, and you will see our testimonies. But number one, when you look at their what is it called? What's it called? There's something that's called their IEO will take place on OVEX. In case you don't know what OVEX is, in case you don't know what OVEX is, um, I'm very bullish. The upside advantage of carries is bigger than any of these other coins I've mentioned. The upside advantage is bigger than any of them. The upside advantage. If you look at OVEX, so let me show you guys where OVEX is. So this is OVEX. OVEX, the volume traded in OVEX alone is over $6 billion. In a month, an average about they do an average of about $500 million. And OVEX is one of the first exchanges or amongst the exchanges to own a bank. To buy a bank. You can literally count if there are, let's say, 100 exchanges in crypto entirely as a whole. If there are like 100 exchanges in crypto entirely as a whole, 100. If there are 100, out of that 100, maybe only 5 has been able to buy a bank. Only 5. And OVEX is one of them. And this is why you don't hear about this kind of exchanges, because you have not made it. You're not trading in billions or in mega millions, because if you do, this is what most of these guys do. That's why the people who trade here are people who have large funds. You have to be a whale to trade here. So this is where these guys are doing their IO, they are doing their stock note. Therefore, deep liquidity will come to their platform. And once deep liquidity funding comes, what happens? Is it not to diversify funds into various things, partnerships, marketings, and stock notes? And some of us, our opportunities stare us at the face, and we choose to ignore it. We choose to, I don't know, but I just think it's village people. I just think it's village. We just, we just have to blame somebody. We just have to blame somebody. So Carries is going to give us that opportunity. You can buy it on PancakeSwap. It's going to give us that opportunity. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. So I want to take questions, and then we'll do a bit of rundown. I'll take some questions. We've said a lot tonight. A lot. Someone says, okay, different persons. I think I should be able to scroll. Someone said, is it safe to hold stables? The market is confusing. Yes, it's confusing because of what is happening. Like I said, it's safe to hold your USDT. I have funds in my USDT. So I have funds in USDT. So it's safe. And of course, your funds should be a bit diversified. So it's safe. It's safe. For now, for the time being. It's safe for now and for the time being. So, like I've already stated, what we should expect in the market short term, what's going to happen mid term as well, and then I've also reiterated on what is going to happen long term. So, we want to play the short term book, the mid term book, and then the long term book to make money out of it. So, I'm going through our questions now. Someone says, yes, it's good to be happy. Yeah, I'm speaking Queen's English. I'm longing LQTY 450% up HTP. You're chopping so much money. So Timmy is saying it with me. If you're like that, if you are those people that if you buy a coin will not move, don't buy carries, please. This coin that will give us Lambo Many people have been saying they want Lambo. Yeah, it is. People are saying, Shifuwealth, please give me a coin that will do 100x. I've given you now. Sir, so you do get drunk too. Well, I'm a human being now. I'm not God. Oh. I'm human being. I'm human. Which the way you talk on live chat is how you respond to people on your DM. So many persons are on my DM, and definitely I can't respond to everybody on my DM as well. Because also I don't really like chatting. I don't really like chatting. I don't. It's. I think chatting is stressful. I think chatting is stressful. Most of people who know me, who are literally very close to me, know that even when it comes to gadgets and phones, I'm like a dullard in the sense of the only thing I know is just how to make money. I don't even know how to operate phones very well. Funny, that's just the truth. I'm more good. I know how to just use my phone, trade and make money. Facilities, futures. I sometimes I feel like I'm an old person. Although I'm a young person, young guy, but I feel like I'm old. So even when it comes to chatting, I just see that's a boring thing. It's just me. Trust me. That's why I'm very odd. And sometimes what most everybody is doing, sometimes you really see me to it. It's just my kind of person. Everybody has with theirs. So no vex. But party hasn't started and you're already drunk. Kilo day. DM is like a war zone to some people. Yes. Somebody said GPT. I'm not on GPT. I'm not on GPT. I sold my position on GPT. I sold my position. I sold out GPT. Not carved out, cut out. For the person who's asking, cut out. Someone says remains three. I've already mentioned so many coins. These coins should do well. The ones I've given. I've given as well. I think Mr. Sonny, you should be on CME group now. If you're in CME group, just type there now. CME people, most of them should be on this call and probably will give you the answers. Someone says, "What of vet me?" I already said I sold off my vet me long time. I sold it. I sold it off. I sold off my vet me in 50% loss. I think yeah. I be 40%. I think either 30% between 40% to 50% loss. I sold it off. I sold off my vet me. I think I had about is it $5,000 worth of it. I only dropped to around $2,500. I sold it off. I just sold off, and I'm not holding it. I'm not holding it. I just sold it off. I don't want my. Someone said for carriers, the smart contract owner can meet new tokens. Please proceed with caution. I dey fear. Oh, and you can fear if you want to be afraid, but I don't think there's any reason to be afraid because it's obvious. Everything has been stated on that tokenomics. Everything I've said is tokenomics. The tokenomics has a long way to go and it's vested for 27 years. If you don't know, they have a partnership with late Nelson Mandela Foundation. So the way Nelson Mandela Foundation is, every year there's what we call Nelson Mandela Day. Every year there's Nelson Mandela Day. And in that Nelson Mandela Day, a particular level of carries, number of carries will be released. But this number of carries is even vested in their NFTs. And their NFTs is not even out yet. So sometimes you should just basically do your research on this project and you know well. Someone says something about SAF. I think I'm going to. I said it just like I stated now that you guys should go and buy cars. Like I said, the same thing. I said that when it comes to SAF, there will be the time when I'm very confident on what is going on behind the scene, I will tell you guys to buy. It's simple. Sometimes I will come and tell you guys that the coin will start moving up 10%, 20. It will just continue moving. And you see all those things I say happen. It's because I'm confident. I'm confident of the knowledge what I have seen, what I know. No, and I'm saying based on that confidence. So when I don't have a confidence on something, I don't speak. I don't see anything. I just watch. That's just the truth. I just watch. So that's the same thing when it comes to the case of SAF and drop chain or so. As for Dream, I am bullish on it and I'm buying. Out of these ones, this person mentioned, Vivian is asking now. Out of these ones, the only one I'm buying, like I'm adding to my bags, is Dream. I've just been buying and buying. I'm adding to my bag. So it's the same person. Someone asked about it again. So someone said, "Can you recommend safe wallet we can keep our coins?" What's the name of this wallet I use? Safe. There's a wallet I use. SafePal. I use SafePal. I think SafePal is the best. I have SafePal hard wallet. I have the hard wallet of SafePal. I have the soft wallet of SafePal. I prefer SafePal to MetaMask. I don't use MetaMask. I don't use Trust wallets. I have been terribly dealt with, and my village people had the partnership with Trust Wallet and MetaMask. in my life before. And they sat me down and they said, well, Shifu, we will show you. We will show you. I lost so much money there, which some persons knew of. And so I packed my load and ran. So I'm using SafePower. SafePower is better. SafePower is it's more better. SafePower is more conservative. I think SafePower is also more secured. It's more secured. Don't really want to go into details. I'm not a SafePower ambassador, but I use their hardware wallet and their software wallet as well. Somebody said FRR. What's your take, sir? I don't know what FRR is actually. I don't even know what FRR is. So I think you would have to like type it. So I said, what's your stake on core? Um, core is just like I said, a lot of chains are coming out this period. Now, if you literally want to make the most in crypto right now, what is most important is just one thing. What is happening in this period of time? How can you leverage what is happening in this period of time to make money short term and save your money when the market goes down and really deep again, begin to position in alts. Now, what is happening in short term? It's blockchains are popping up, popping up, popping up, popping up, popping up, popping up, popping up. And leading to this popping up, there are hypes, there are coins giving money, giving money. So the same effect on culture. It's all part of, let's say, a trend picture culture. And I think I'm going to like be sharing with us some of these blockchains and this, and so we could literally be easily making money. These are like safer ways with information, safer ways of things to do. Could literally make money out of each of them, out of this play. So that's basically what I think regarding core. I don't think it's like a bad thing, or should I say a bad chain. It's all part of the same things. And because even the people who are like the major propagandas of these protocols, the way we believe in them is not even the way they believe in them. All they want is to make money from this one, drop prom. They carry it, move to the second one, drop prom. Carry it, move to the second one, drop prom. Like that, like that, like that. So please, I'm interested in the pay group, but I don't have cash. May you be of help to me. House of Wealth. So House of Wealth, somebody's interested in the paid platform, but he doesn't have cash. House of Wealth, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? So, guys, I've said so much. I've said a lot. The last comment here says LUP 71, LUP 72, LUP 75, Kirinki, Ubi, Ubi Kirinki, Ubi one name. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay. You know what will happen? By the time they now announce Obi has won or he wins, it's like that day I will do one major giveaway. Maybe I'll do giveaway for like maybe $1,000 or something. Or so I'll do giveaway for let the boys, let the especially the Nigerians, let the Nigerians be happy. I'll do that for